All right, everybody, welcome to Cardboard Commander, late night edition. My name is Jerry, and today we are going to play mission number 3 of Trench Raid. And we have added a couple new people to the game because Christoph and Killroy was killed last time. So we have added Thomas for Historic Wings, took over for Ruff, so he's on his second mission. We've got Patrick Pence is a Rifleman. He's now here from the Combat Commander ladder. And then Meandering Mike took over as the NCO. And then the rest of the gang is still here. So we're going to try to see if we can keep this one moving a little faster this time. So we're going to come over here and see which raid we're going to do. So we roll a 6-sided die. On a 1 through a 3, we are doing a enemy trench mission. On a 4 through a 6, we are doing a no man's land edition. So we'll see what we're doing. So we run a 4, so we're doing a no man's land objective. And so that objective is, now what we do is roll a d6 to determine the objective. So we roll one more d6, and that is a 3. Rescue a wounded pilot who crash landed in no man's land. The wounded pilot must be carried back to the trench lines and must be still alive in order for the objective to be completely successful. He was reported by another patrol to be sheltering in a ruined building. Special rules. If a wounded men event occurs, the pilot will automatically be among the wounded. Otherwise, if the raiding party enters a ruined building hex that is at least 5 hexes away from their jumping off point, they find the pilot. So, Thomas, we talked about this on the podcast, and I think you're going to get your chance to find the pilot. So, the first things we do here is, this is the event dice and the botch dice if we use it. Here's the attack dice, and then the rest are over here. So we have to map for at the beginning here. So we have to map these 3 hexes, and we used this chart right here. So we're going to go ahead and roll 2d6, and we'll just go from left to right, or from, here, here, and here. So first, 7, that's open ground. 6, open ground. And 8, open ground. So as we step out of our friendly trench, we are headed into open ground. So we are going to go straight here. Now we roll to see if there's an encounter. And that is, so when you roll, that is this chart here. And we are going to roll, so we are in open ground, so a 1 through a 3, we have an event. There is no event. So now we go ahead and we map the next 2 areas. So we'll map, we don't map the crater, so we're just mapping that area right there. We're going to roll that again. We have a 4, so there's a ruined building. Now, unfortunately, we can't find anybody in that building yet because we're not 5 hexes away. So, but we are going to move forward into that ruined building. And in a ruined building, if we roll a 1 or a 2, then we're going to have an event. We roll a 1, so there is an event. And we will be rolling in the no man's land chart. So with that being said, we roll a 20-sided die, and there's that chart. So we roll our 20-sided die, and we roll a 5, and that is enemy stretcher bearers. So that means 2 enemy stretcher bearers are out in no man's land searching for enemy wounded, awful close to our lines. 1 soldier may attempt a difficult command action. This action is effected if he speaks German, so I do speak German. On a success, the stretcher bearers surrender without a fight and become prisoners. They can be pressed into service, carrying a wounded man back to your trenches. If the command rolls fail, they fight. Each soldier must attempt must attempt an average fight or action roll. On a failure, nothing happens. On a botch, soldier takes a wound. The fighting ends when there have been 2 successes, killing the stretcher bearer, or every other soldier has attempted the actions. If the raiders are escorting, they join the fight. No, they're not. If the raiders are in a shattered forest hex, it's difficult, so it's not. So I think we're going to, I'm going to try to talk to them and see if they will, or do we want to just fight them? You know what? We're just going to fight them because we don't want to take the time. We don't want them to carry. I mean, we've got enough people to carry people back. So we're just going to go ahead and fight them. So average fight or shoot action. And then we need the fighting ends either when they have 2 successes, killing the stretcher bearers, or after every soldier has attempted the action. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to start off with myself. And we will, we just need an average. So we just need 1 die to be successful. And for my fight, I roll 3 dice. So we do not get a success. So I'm going to roll my luck because I don't want to worry about getting wounded. And we get 1 success. So 1 success. So we need 1 more success. So now the NCO, the next rifleman is going to be Stuka Joe. He's going to roll 3. And he gets a success. So Stuka Joe and myself take out the stretcher bearers, and we can proceed to move forward. So now we're going to have to map here and here. So we're going to map the first one is a 9, which is open ground, and then a 7, which is open ground. So we have a lot of open ground right outside. We were lucky to find that building, I guess, but we're going to jump into this crater. And in a crater, it's a 1 through a 3 that we, 1 through a 3 for a small crater if we have an event. And we do have another event. We roll the 20-sided die again. We roll a 1. Accidental shot. So that can't be good. So let's read about that. So an accidental shot. One of your soldiers stumbles and falls, accidentally firing his rifle or pistol. Roll the D10 to determine who the bullet hits. This soldier suffers a wound. The soldier who was shot can spend 1 luck to have the bullet miss him instead. If none of the soldiers in the raiding party is carrying a rifle or a pistol, this event, if none of the soldiers. Okay, so we do have somebody. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's see who. Oh, 10-sided dice, Jerry, not a 20. So we'll roll that again. Number 1. So it's coming towards me. Soldier suffers. The soldier who was shot can spend 1 luck to have the bullet miss him. So I'm going to spend that luck because I don't want to take any damage. And I'm going to be yelling at somebody in the background for not being careful there. So, you know what? We're going to do something. We're going to roll another 10-sided dice and see who did the accidental shot. 10. So Meandering Mike tried to shoot me with the accidental shot. So not good, my friend. All right. So no harm, no foul. That was a little bit of fun there. So now we're going to roll for these 2 areas here. So the first one, open ground. Second one, 10, shattered forest. So the shattered forest goes here, and the open ground goes right there. So we're going to walk into the forest. So we are now 1, 2, 3 hexes away. And in the Shattered Forest, we need a 1 or a 2 for an event. So let's roll that. No event. So now we're going to go ahead and roll for here. That's the only place to worry about terrain. 8, and then we are open ground. My OCD is not liking the way that's turned. So we're going to go ahead and go into the small crater again. So again, the small crater is a 1 through a 3 for an event. No event. So now we don't need to roll because we've got terrain in all those. We're going to go ahead and go up here into here. And now we are 1, 2, 3, 4 away. So small crater. So we roll again. No event. Now we have to roll for 3 terrain. So the first one, a 10. Oh, Shattered Forest. Then we roll right ahead of us. 4. That's a, oop, there's a building. That's what we need. I think that'll be 5 too if we can do that. And then the next hex, 5, is a open ground hex. All right, so now if we move into here, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, that'll be 5. So we move into there. And with that being said, we have to, I want to make sure we're doing this right. So we need to see how we find the pilot. And that is, otherwise, if the raiding party enters a ruined building hex that is 5 hexes away from their jumping off point, they find the pilot. Okay, so we find the pilot in here. So now we have to get the pilot back to our enemy lines. So let me make sure I'm reading this right and doing it correctly. So returning to lines. Once the objective has raiding parties were... Okay, so we still have to see how do we get back. Prisoners, no, not really a prisoner. Carrying wounded back. When a member of the raiding party is incapacitated or when a captured enemy who is wounded must be carried back to complete an objective, soldiers from the raiding party may be designated to carry that man back to the lines. The player may choose any soldier who is not himself incapacitated to do so. A soldier carrying a man back leaves a raiding party and is out of the game before they set out. They may give other soldiers their equipment. So we are within 6 hexes, so it is an automatic success. So I'm going to make Meandering Mike carry him back, just so he gets tuckered out since he tried to shoot me. But he goes back and it's an automatic success. So that was good and not bad at all right there. So with that automatic success, oh, so he goes back, but we have to go back. So now we're here. So he makes it back safely with the pilot. And so now we have to make our way back. So we're going to walk into the Shattered Forest first. And we're going to roll Shattered Forest to 1 or a 2. No event. Now we're going to go into the crater. 1, 2, or 3 for a small crater. There is an event, and that event is 14, which is Sniper. Uh-oh, that can't be good. So, Sniper, an enemy sniper is hidden somewhere in no man's land, all but invisible due to camouflage. He's shooting at you. Before the raiding party can react, the sniper takes a shot at a soldier in the front or the first soldier who is not wearing a balaclava, automatically causing a serious wound. Well, I'm the one in front. And I'm not wearing a balaclava. I have a helmet, a pistol, and a gas mask. Automatically, so the next soldier in the column may attempt to take out the enemy sniper, but this requires a very difficult shoot or throw action. On a success, the sniper is killed and the event ends. On a failure, the sniper shoots back and inflicts a wound to that soldier. On a botch, it's a serious wound. If the sniper is still alive, the next soldier in the column can attempt, oh my gosh. So this guy can just keep shooting at us, this sniper. So, all right, so before the raiding party can react, the sniper takes a shot at the soldier in front, or the first soldier who is not wearing a balaclava. That is me. And we get a serious wound. This isn't good. So the serious wound, so we roll on this chart here. So we roll on the wound location. And so we roll 212. It's a 5. So in the arm. So and it's an automatic serious wound. So in the arm, we minus 2 dice. This isn't good. So on a serious wound for the arm, I'm going to be very careful and put that right here. So a serious wound in the arm. So we have an arm serious wound. Minus 2 dice shoot, fight, throws, and strength. So shoot, fight, throw, and strength. Okay. So now, so I get shot in the arm pretty severely. So now we go to the next person in line, which behind me is Stuka Joe. But first, the next soldier in the column may attempt to take an enemy sniper, but this requires a very difficult shoot or throw action. So let's grab Stuka Joe. Shoot or throw, he gets 3 dice for each one. And he needs he needs 3 hits to do that. So let's see, he gets 3 dice. So come on, Stuka, let's see what you're made of. So he gets 2. So let's make sure. So on a success, the sniper is killed and the event ends. Okay, so he's only got 2 successes. He needs 3. So on a failure, the sniper shoots back and inflicts a wound to the soldier. On a botch, it's a serious wound. So he didn't botch, so now he has to roll to see where he's going to be wounded at. And it is a 3, and that is in the head. So that's not good. So Stuka Joe, so he could use a luck. He got 2. He could use a luck for 1 more. Because I think if you use luck, you can just re-roll. Right? He's got 2 already. So I'm wondering if he could just roll. Luck represents a number of re-rolls that can be used to possibly save the soldier from failure. After rolling to perform an action, the player may, if desired, spend a point of roll to re-roll any dice that did not roll a success. Okay, so he's going to do that. He's going to use, we're going to go back and use 1 luck. And then he had 2 successes, so he gets to roll 1. So he needs a 5 or a 6 here. He doesn't get it. We're going to roll 1 more luck. He doesn't get it. Stuka, do I give you 1 more luck? Yeah, we're making it home. We're going to try to do that. Stuka's going to use 1 more luck. And he doesn't do it. Okay, so we're not going to use any more luck. Look, so we already did. He got hit in the head. Severity dice is 1. So we roll 1 dice. And we go from what kind of wound that is. So we don't want to roll a 1. So he rolls a 5. So it's a light wound. And it's a light, so to the head. So a light wound to the head, -1 dice on all stats. Okay. So now we go to the next person, which is, let's see, who's next in line here? Next person in line is Wardrobe. And so he gets 3 dice. Oh, he's got a chance for a botch. So that's not good for Wardrobe. Because you can't re-roll a botched roll, but you can re-roll a regular roll, I'm pretty sure. Luck can also, a player, after rolling an action, the player example. Okay, let's see. Luck rolls may not be used to re-roll a botched die. If none of the regular dice produce a success, roll the botched die. If the botched die rolls a 1, the result is a botch. And the worst result, the event will give. So I'm taking that as you can't re-roll that die. So we're going to roll the botched die, a 6, and that's no, that's nothing, right? A 1 is a botch, okay? So now we're going to use, we're going to use 1 more luck and try that again. He got 2, so we're going to use 1 more luck and try to get that last one. He does, okay. So Wardrobe takes care of the sniper, but not after a little bit of damage there. So good shooting, Wardrobe. All right, so now we're going to crawl back into this other crater, and we're a little slower now. So we're going to roll to see if there's an event in the small crater. No. Then we're going to go into the shattered forest, a 1 or a 2. No. Then we're going to go into our open ground. So we need to make 1 more without getting any trouble. Yes. So we make it back. It's a successful mission. So we will look at where everybody stands. So at the end, we have to see what is happening with wounds. So let's see if we can figure that out. So we've got, so now we go medical attention. So campaign play, returning medical aid. Wounded raiders who have made it back to their own trench lines were sent to the field dressing stations to be patched up. The more serious cases were sent to the hospital, either in France or back to Britain. Once back within their trenches, soldiers with nothing more serious than a light wound are patched up and returned to the game. So We have, and we'll also upgrade, so we'll also get the people, because at the end you get one more luck for, so we're going to give Wardrobe back his one more luck for him. We're giving Tony's board life one more luck back. We're giving Patrick, he didn't use any Stuka Joe, we're giving one back. And Stuka had light wounds, so he's back to being fine. We're going to go ahead and recover Thomas back to no wounds, or no luck. Or he's got all his luck, I should say. And we've got ID Jester has all of his luck but one left, or all of his luck left but one. He's only used one, let's just say that. And everybody else, Ardwolf goes ahead and gets a luck back. And that's it. So now we come to me, which is a problem because I'm severely wounded. So location of the serious wound was in my arm. So on a roll of 1, I die. On a 2 or a 3, I'm sent home. On a 4, 5, or 6, I'm patched up. All right, so I'm patched up. Everything's okay. Being the leader that I am, we're going to go ahead and clean that up. And that is it for this mission, folks. So that was a little quicker. Everybody made it home safe and sound. We are on mission 3 now, or so now we'll go to mission 4 next. But that'll do it for tonight. I appreciate you all hanging out and watching Late Night Edition. And we'll talk to you all soon. Until next time, everybody, be safe, be kind. Happy wargaming.